providing sponsorship services to you. Okay. I am a firm. I am receiving money. If you are a body corporate, if you are a company who's paying sponsorship money to me, you are the recipient, you are the customer, okay, for this sponsorship service. So I will issue an invoice. Say I get 20 lakhs rupees. So I will issue an invoice for the sponsorship service. But because you are a body corporate, the person who's receiving the sponsorship service, because you are a body corporate, you have to pay this tax under reverse charge mechanism. A company who's conducting a sports event and you as a company are giving me money. Even in that case, you, the person who's giving money, because you're a body corporate, you have to pay tax under RCM and not me. So by this, what is happening? A lot of expenses incurred by the person who's conducting the event is getting blocked. So the council has proposed that it will be under forward charge. So providing sponsorship services to you. Okay. I am a firm. I am receiving money. If you are a body corporate, if you are a company who's paying sponsorship money to me, you are the recipient, you are the customer, okay, for this sponsorship service. The accommodation service is provided and declared tariff is less than rupees 7,500 per day. Then 5% is the restaurant service. So 5%, but no input tax rate for the restaurant. So the existing rates, if the restaurant is in a premises where accommodation service is provided and declared tariff is more than 7,500 per day, 18% with input tax credit. This is the existing rates. So now what they have said is it will be based on actual value of accommodation. They are going to remove declared tariff. They said declared tariff, any one day, any one room was booked for more than 7,500 per day, then I have a choice. I can take either 5% without ITC or I can take 18% GST with ITC. So any day it was not booked, okay, less than 7,500. So say I'm so if it's a hostel accommodation, the entire building, if someone has taken it on rent, I'm a registered person, I have to pay under RCM. Commercial premises, I'm taking on rent from an unregistered person, I have to pay it under reverse charge mechanism. What is the proposed change? So they are saying that these people will be kept out of this reverse charge entry. So if I'm a composition taxpayer and I am renting a commercial space from an unregistered person, I need not pay under reverse charge. Existing provision says warehoused goods which are not cleared for home consumption. So supply of warehoused goods before clearance for home consumption. So once it comes under customs or SEZ, if we look at under customs, SEZ is a place outside India, right? It's not a place in India. So when in a warehouse itself, we are considering that it is a Schedule 3 item, SEZ, which is considered as outside India, also technically, logically, they should have given this benefit. We're going to bring this new entry from 1/7/17 retrospectively from the day GST was implemented, saying that goods in SEZ and FTWZ which are being then supplied, so sales made by SEZ and FTWZ before clearance for home consumption, be taxable. So there are a lot of issues which are coming up. Circular also issued for this already. They're saying that vouchers are a mode of payment, it's a consideration. Also, Karnataka High Court in the context of GST had held that it is just like a currency. GST liability will not arise, except that when he uses the voucher, he buys some goods, that time that person will charge him tax for GST for the goods that he is buying, not on issuance of the voucher. Voucher itself is not goods, not service. Okay, it is not liable to GST. Trading in vouchers is not a supply. Okay. So they have omitted these valuation provisions and time of supply provisions. They are now going to clarify that there's no liability on that breakage income. That's called breakage income. So that 3,000 that they have got is unclaimed money. All right. So that is also the circular has been issued. They are given in the context of automobile parts. So say an OEM, okay, automobile is selling automobile parts. The dealer actually has to collect it from the OEM. The OEM is not responsible for delivering the goods. It is sale at the OEM's factory. All right, it's an ex works sale. The moment the transporter is handed over the goods, these ex works contract, as per that, the title in those goods transferred to the dealer. Okay, so the OEM's responsibility is over, dissolved, which is there in section 16B, that in case where the supplier has handed over the goods to any person on direction of any other person, he is deemed, that is, that other person who has given the direction is deemed to have received the good, and thereby credit should be eligible. Section 17.5D, very important aspect. Now let's look at 17.5. This is a Safari Retreats case where the Supreme Court had given a verdict saying that in certain scenarios credit is eligible. Okay, so now what they are saying is we have made a mistake when we drafted. It should be not plant or machinery, it should be plant and machinery. So this is the only place where in the law they have mentioned as plant or machinery. Everywhere else it is plant and machinery. We have defined also what is plant and machinery. Why will we then put plant or machinery? So it is a mistake which has happened. We want to rectify it. They want to do it right from Fund 7 2017.